Tony here.
Operating engineer, and
Oh,
I work in the control center here full time. This is our SCADA system, and we monitor the whole water system from the reservoirs up at Bull Run down to the terminal storage and pump stations in town. We've got 3 workstations in this room, and then we also have each site, and we have the pumps and their set points for when they start and stop based on the tank level. And we set those from here, and we can also go in and put it in manual control and run the pumps as we need to if we have something unusual going on in the system.
Why is the check valve white?
Because there's no control on it. It's just showing that there's a check valve there, but we don't actually have any telemetry on it, so we don't know what position it's in or anything like that. So it's just kind of an information thing.
So Tony, let's say it's like the middle of the night. Is this your first indicator that there'd be a main break somewhere because you'll see a major fluctuation?
Not usually. I mean, if it's on a really small tank, you might notice it, but most of the time after the fact, if you go and look, you can't. I mean, if you look at the trend for the tank level, you kind of say, oh yeah, it did start paying out a little faster, but most of our tanks are pretty good size. And I have seen. We had one where I think it was a 12-inch pipe split the whole length of the pipe, and that one you could really see that the tank started paying out faster. But most of the time we wouldn't really notice it.
Oh, so there's nothing measuring like the flow in individual pipes?
There are some flow meters out there, yeah. And if there was a main break, we could, depending on what the thing is, if it's at night, the demand is going to be down, so unless it's a really big main break, it might not go over the alarm threshold. And all these sites, a lot of them, we used to have a lot of phone lines. We have less of those now. They're mostly communicated by radio. So we have some master radios up on Council Crest, which is out by the big radio antennas, and then we have another one up at our Lawton site, which is out Forest Park, and we're at the top of the ridge here towards Linton. And there's a couple on the east side also. And those all communicate to each of the sites and then bring the information in here through a microwave connection.
So usually a water main you'll see first on the streets, or
usually somebody will call in. Yeah. And after hours we take all the emergency calls here. So anybody that has a water in the street or a broken pipe in their house, they usually call here. And so yeah, that's usually when we find out about those. But,
so you said you can monitor like 1,400 things with this. I think at the beginning of your.
Well, yeah, like every number on this screen is a point.
So do you have
about
a checklist
14,000
that you go through? I guess is.
No, each point has its own alarm parameters, and if it gets out of its normal state, it'll put an alarm up on the screen here. So we have a lot of alarms that come up, and then we got to go through them and see which ones are something that's critical. And so it kind of keeps you busy. Yeah, so almost all of them have alarms.
And then you've got direct communication to the work crews or whatever if there was something like a main break.
Yeah.
Well, you said people would call in on that, but some sort of situation, you could call up to the headworks to the plant.
Yeah.
And say, hey.
Yeah, there's someone at Headworks 24/7 also. So.
But they've also got a SCADA too, right?
Yes, they do. They have the same information up there. So anything that happens up there, usually they're monitoring that and taking care of it. I'm more just doing the in-town stuff. But
so it's more than calling you and saying disregard, we're doing some maintenance.
Yeah, like our turbidimeters, they have to go and clean those out periodically, and when they do, the turbidity goes up to who knows what, 100 or something. So they'll call and say, hey, I'm just cleaning the turbidimeters, and unless we're having a big storm, I would assume that's what they're. Yeah, they take care of most of that stuff.
What did you? Sorry, go ahead.
No, like first.
Oh, I was just gonna say, what's your guys' normal shift here then? Because since this is a 24-hour.
Yeah, we work 12-hour shift.
Okay.
So I work Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Okay.
And then Wednesdays, every other Wednesday, I work an 8-hour day.
Okay.
So I like my weekends. But there's 4 of us that work in here.
Okay.
So we have 2 day shifts and 2 night shifts.
What did you do before this? How'd you get into this?
I actually started. I just got on as a utility worker out in the field, you know, digging a ditch and putting a pipe in it.
Yeah.
And I just, I don't know. I mean, I had some engineering courses before, and I don't know, I think I just got lucky. So, but now, you know, the position I'm in, I mean, I've been in this position for 15 years, and it's kind of changed over the years, and now we're required to have a distribution 2 and a treatment 2 certifications. So that's what they're looking for when they hire, mostly is they're looking for the ability to get those certifications, you know, within a short period of time. So I think going through this program really probably, you know, makes you look a lot better on the application. So. Any questions about